What is up, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Mandarin Metal, playing some more Dota. Yes, the game that just keeps on giving, and a game that gives me more grey hairs than what I wanted to. But yes, it's a fun game. I enjoy it. It is a game I've put a lot of hours in, and today we are in the offlane. We're trying, I guess, a different position than what we normally play. We generally like playing pos 1, which is our carry, or pos 2, which is our mid laner. But here we are playing pos 3, the off laner. And as you can see, we are up against an Arc Warden and an Enchantress. And let me just tell you that the Arc Warden, not so great. This Enchantress was a pain in the butt, and I just couldn't shake her. Honestly, with impetus the whole time, and just the focus that she had on me, it was really annoying in the lane. It was difficult to lane against her, and not so much the Arc Warden. Unfortunately, you saw we have lost the Dazzle twice now already. And in terms of itemization, I went for a Soul Ring. And just before we carry on with our item choices, as you can see, I did unfortunately go down to this Arc Warden again. And it's just our first death. The lane isn't going too great. You can see out of all the kills, unfortunately, I get whacked by one of the neutral creeps, and I ended up falling to this Enchantress. She is on a killing spree, but now with the Dazzle applying some poison onto her, we have focused our attention onto her, and we have dealt with her. We have dealt with this annoying hero. But yes, in terms of itemization, I went for a Soul Ring, and this is going to help me with my mana sustain during the laning phase. We ended up just clipping the Arc Warden with that Storm Hammer, or the Star Breaker, should I say, not Storm Hammer. What am I saying? But yes, we have clipped him. Now with our Celestial Hammer, we are trying to deal the damage to this Enchantress. Another Storm Hammer comes out, and we just need one more hit onto this Enchantress, and she goes down, and we are now on a killing spree. Exactly what we need for this lane to recover what we have lost. And the Enchantress really became a bit annoying. We have now just used Solar Guardian, came down onto that Arc Warden, getting him, now focusing our attention onto the Pudge, but we don't want to dive the tower, we don't want to cause unnecessary harm to ourselves or take unnecessary damage, so we do kind of back off. The Weaver is also at the bottom here, so they've made some big rotations. We do go in, trying to help this Tinker. We ended up getting the kill onto the Pudge. Now we are focusing our attention, but we are quite low, and we ended up going down to this Arc Warden. So there we go, we have just kind of thrown away what we had built up. Now focusing our attention onto the Bristle. Good kill onto that Bristleback. He was kind of running away with this game. And now, again, focus onto this Enchantress. And she will go down. She will pay for overstaying her welcome, to say the least. And here again, Enchantress, actually, she just kept pushing lanes. She was just up and down in the lanes, just really making our lives hell. Again, you will see a lot of this, of us trying to just deal with this push strat that she was going. Well, you watch me try and kill this Enchantress. Let us focus on itemization. Now, after Soul Ring, we went Phase Boots. This does help us with a lot of movement speed, and it's great in the fights. Then Echo Saber, we get that nice little double hit and some extra stats. And after that, we went for a Desolator. Desolator is just going to give us that damage. And we are currently racking up the kills. We are also getting some good stacks onto this Desolator. After Desolator, we went Harpoon. I just thought of the Harpoon as an extra engage. You can see right there, the use of that Harpoon gets me closer to the Enchantress, so she was not able to escape. We are wicked sick at the moment. They jump onto the Pudge, and yeah, we actually, going back to the beginning of the game, we have a safe lane Slardar. Not the best, also very lackluster Slardar. He also decided to blame us for his mistakes in the early game, which is quite funny, especially the fact that I ended up carrying this game very hard, and this was frustrating. If we look at this fight, you look at this Enchantress, she's healing up, that's no problem. But her ultimate, her untouchable, was so damn annoying in these fights that I got so frustrated. And yeah, it was a little bit annoying to deal with. The bristleback. Now focusing our attention onto the bristleback, we ended up getting him. We are godlike, and we are going to get a blink. The blink is going to give us an extra engage. It's going to give us an extra way to close in on these heroes. And now our attention is onto this Arc Warden. He has been hanging around in the jungle. He tries to help himself, but he can't, and he ends up going down. We are beyond godlike, and we are just all over the show. After this, we are going to go for a BKB. The BKB is just going to give us that extra spell immunity for the fights, making sure that if they do end up going onto us, we can BKB TP out. Again, Enchantress and that untouchable ultimate, very annoying. Now, I did tell the team that I do have Solar Guardian. If you want to get in, jump in onto those heroes, and we can get these kills. The Slaughter did a good engage, jumped in, stunned both of their heroes, and now we can push their tier 2 tower. Pudge did try to hook us, but he did not do a great job. So we ended up securing tier 2 tower. Now, again, focusing onto the Enchantress. And I just thought, instead of trying to hit this Enchantress, I'm just going to use spells to try and kill her, because I do a ton of damage with the spells. And you can see there, with just one star breaker, we just absolutely shred this hero. And she had a silence. I think the Arc Warden also had a silence, so they really did try to just play the silence game. I mean, if they wanted to play the silence game, they should have just picked Silencer, in my opinion. But yeah, our Starter did go onto the Pudge. Unfortunately, we were glypneared by the Weaver. The Weaver was quite annoying in the game, but you see, we did BKB TP out there, just making sure that we were able to survive it. We don't want to give away this beyond godlike streak that we do have at the moment, because I think, as you can see, we are the top net worth in this game. Next item after BKB will be an Assault Cuirass. This is going to give us armor, it's going to give us attack speed, and also is going to buff up my heroes around me, so all my allies. That does help us. Then we are going to look at upgrading to, because we don't have a lot of slots left, we are going to look at upgrading to a Aghanim Scepter Blessing, which means that we'll just consume Ags as soon as we get it. This is just going to give me more movement in my ulti. It also allows me to have a longer ulti, and I can pretty much cast it whenever I want. Yeah, now we do focus our attention onto the tier 3s. We end up looking at getting some extra kills before doing that. We are on a triple kill beyond godlike. Our attention is now onto the Bristleback. We get a buyback from the Pudge and the Bristleback. It is an ultra kill, and honestly, I wanted the Rampage, but I thought, let's not be greedy, because we're going to give our life away. And over here you can see that again they tried to engage onto me, but with my Ags upgrade, I'm able to move around just a little bit in these ultimate fight, and with my ultimate and within the fights. I do use BKB, but we ended up collecting the bounty on that Arc Warden. Arc Warden wasn't great. Now the attention is onto the Bristleback. I'm probably one of the only heroes that can fight him currently in this game, in our game, not in the whole of Dota. But yeah, that was what we did. We ended up upgrading to an overwhelming blink, just again giving us more strength, which means we get more HP. And yeah, we are now gonna look at ending this game. We ended up claiming the bottom barracks and the top barracks. You can see the damage they had put out onto me, and unfortunately I did end up losing my life here, and I was quite shocked at the amount of damage they put out. So I was like, okay, cool, they ended up killing me, but I have enough for buyback, and that's exactly what we are going to do. We're going to buy back, but the hero that I used my ulti on was not really available, and kind of not in the best position. And you can see the damage that Enchantress did onto me. So we ended up falling, but it doesn't matter. We ended up with 30 kills, 5 deaths and 17 assists, and my team ended up cleaning the game out for me. But yeah, guys, that was my Dawnbreaker game. Let me know what you think. You know what to do. Hit that like button, subscribe. If you want to see more content, let me know what you thought of the game. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Cheers, guys. Bye.